the web.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Alex. So, Beth, what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about a classic film for all 90s babies, The Parent Trap. Because, yes, there is a conspiracy theory for every topic.
So, is this like another story about how the House of Mouse is evil?
Yep.
All right. Well, tell me. What is this all about?
Well, so we're talking about The Parent Trap, and specifically we're talking about Lindsey Lohan.
Okay, so we're not talking about the 1961 film that starred Haley Mills.
No, we are not. We're talking about the 1998 Parent Trap.
Good year.
So, just some basic Lindsey Lohan facts. I think everybody knows who she is. She's been in the tabloids so much throughout her life. She was born on July 2nd, which is the day after my birthday, so that's a good sign.
1986?
1986. She's 30. She was born in New York City, New York. Her parents are Michael and Dina Lohan.
And her dad is a former Wall Street trader.
And asshole. And all around asshole.
And oh yeah, that's true.
He's a terrible. So yeah, he went to jail I think in '93 for insider trading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been in and out of jail a lot for DUIs and domestic abuse. He's just not a great guy.
And then her mom, Dinah, she is a former singer and dancer.
Yep. So
your typical stage mom.
Exactly. So Lindsey Lohan began modeling at age 3.
Yeah, she started her career as a child model for Ford Models, which was actually created by Gerald Ford.
Oh, interesting. So it's linked to the car manufacturer?
Yes.
Okay. So she appeared in over 60 television commercials, and I saw one with a bunch of big brands. I think she was in an ad with Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
which at the time was cool. Not so cool now.
Yeah, that was for Jell-O. So it was probably for Puddin' Pops.
Puddin' Pops. So, at age 10, she landed a role on a TV soap opera.
Another World?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You just said that so inquisitively.
Oh. Well, Soap Opera Magazine actually said she was already considered a show business veteran.
Yeah, at only
time.
age 10. So that was her first, obviously commercials are acting, but, more involved acting.
Yeah.
Longer spots or whatever. So she then left that role on the TV soap when she got her first big role, which was in The Parent Trap.
Whew. Well, what is The Parent Trap about?
Well, The Parent Trap is about a set of twins who were separated at infancy, I guess, and they were each living with a parent. The dad has one daughter in California. The mother has another daughter in London. And they randomly end up at the same summer camp.
It's kismet.
Eventually realize that they are, in fact, related and twins because they have the same birthday. They both have, the same part of, one picture that was, torn in half. And neither of them knew that the other existed. And I'm pretty sure that they thought that their other parent was dead. They didn't know that they had another. It's kind of messed up.
I haven't seen the movie in forever.
I thought you were saying. Okay.
No, actually, when it first came out to theaters, my mom bought me a ticket to it, just in case, because I went to go see the new Halloween movie with my brother, and she was like, "You're gonna get too scared, so have this ticket just in case."
Oh, that's so cute.
But I'm not a little bitch, and I watched the whole entire movie because I love horror movies. Fuck yeah.
That's still a cute story. Let's consider it. That's a nice thing. I don't remember seeing when I saw The Parent Trap. It's just one of those movies that I've seen a bunch of times, and it's always been there.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's kind of like background. It's like a background noise movie because I've seen it.
Yeah,
so much.
I mean, I know the story so well. I've seen it a bunch of times. So this conspiracy really starts. It's really about the filming of The Parent Trap. So, the theory goes...
Some people say
that... Okay, so the role was 2 parts. It was 2 characters.
Yeah, it was Haley and...
Allie.
Haley and Allie.
So it's two different characters that is said to be played by one person, Lindsey Lohan. And they would have done this through, like, split screen, mostly. But the theory is that Lindsey Lohan did not play both parts. Her twin acted opposite her.
Well, who is this twin?
Well, her name is Kelsey. Or Mindy.
Or Mindy?
I found two different names. I guess, like...
I found a Lydia.
I didn't see Lydia.
Who's supposedly living in England right now.
Oh, I think that was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a joke site. And everybody believed it on the website, and they're like,
yeah, I
You're
know.
a
I was
fucking
reading
idiot,
that.
blah,
I was like,
blah, blah.
geez, people, come on.
That's why I didn't even write it down.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a joke.
Well, I came across two different names. I guess the conspiracy theorists couldn't decide, but mainly she's called Kelsey.
Well, don't most twins have, like, matching names? So why would it be, like, Lindsay?
Really.
Well, okay, Lindsay and Kelsey do.
Lindsay and Kelsey.
So, yeah. Didn't think that one through. Shut up, Alex. Okay, Alex.
Okay, cool. So, the theory goes that after filming, one of the twins got in an accident or was killed
by Disney because she didn't perform as well as Lindsay.
I don't like that theory. I like it better that it was an accident. Like a car accident
that's more believable. Why would Disney kill off somebody because they didn't do well in a movie?
Yeah,
like,
that
we're
doesn't
just
really
gonna
make sense.
We're gonna keep your other sister.
Yeah, it's like it's like survival of the fittest. Like they had chose which twin they liked better and killed the other one. That seems like a lot of work.
That sounds like a fun game. That would be a fun reality show.
Killing people? Oh my god, this is like the Hunger Games. Damn.
Exactly. Which twin will survive the longest?
Gosh. Okay. So the theory that I think is more convincing is that there was an accident, so the other twin died. Kelsey died. But Disney did not want to promote a movie with a dead girl.
Yeah, because that kind of taints the whole entire thing.
Yeah, it puts like a
really
damper
dark,
on it, makes it very morbid when it's supposed to be like this cute, fun flick. But these girls, and it's for other teenage girls, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And that would not make it fun.
Starring the lone survivor of a car accident.
Yeah, like what the fuck? So they covered it up. They covered up the death, and then they just went on to say that it was just Lindsay who played both parts. And we already know that Lindsay's parents aren't great people. They both have like a long-standing reputation for being money hungry, and so if Disney just offered them some money, they'd be like, sure, we'll shut up about it. We won't talk about our dead daughter. So one of the reasons people think this, it goes back to like the split screen. Basically, that in like 97, 98, when they were making the film, that they didn't have the technology to do this.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to say one thing.
Okay.
So in the original Parent Trap, the girl, blah 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 blah. The film starred Haley Williams. She played both roles of the twins as Susan and Sharon. And Disney actually said the film originally called for only a few trick photography shots of Haley Mills in scenes with herself. The bulk of the film was to be shot using a body double. When Walt Disney saw how seamless the process shots were, he ordered the script reconfigured to include more of the special effect. So it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go into, is that why should we believe that they weren't able to do it in 97 when they did it in 61?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the 97, like the 98 version is a little better, which makes sense since technology has evolved. So basically, the backbone for this is Jell-O. Like, there's really no proof because they did it...
With co-starring Bill Cosby.
Oh, God. Okay. So if they could do it in 61, they can do it in 98. It's called split screen. And, yeah. So, another thing that plays into this is Lindsay's tough life. Do you want to tell me a little bit about some of the things she struggled with involving the law?
Oh, God. I have an entire laundry list.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, the loss of her twin sister led to her fall from grace. It really started in 2007, which, may I note, that is the year that her parents finalized their divorce. Mm-hmm. So, in January 2007, Lohan enters a drug rehab program for the first time. And she continues to work on one of her movies, I Know Who Killed Me, during her 30-day stay.
Which, interestingly, is another movie where there's a twin.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I have some things to say about that.
Okay.
And then again in May 2007, she was arrested on a misdemeanor drunk driving charge after she lost control of her Mercedes-Benz convertible and struck a curb in Beverly Hills. She later checks into Promises Rehab. And then in July, just 2 weeks after checking out of rehab, she's arrested again. A woman called Santa Monica police saying Lohan was trying to run her down with her car.
Oh my god.
In August 2007, Lohan enters rehab for a third time, this time at Cirque Lodge Treatment Center in Sundance, Utah. Then again in August, she pleads guilty to misdemeanor cocaine use and driving under the influence. She is served 1 day in jail, just 1 day, 10 days of community service,
white and rich,
and 3 years of probation, and to pay a fine, and to enter an alcohol education program. Then in October, she leaves the Lodge Treatment Center. In November, she serves 84 minutes in a Los Angeles County jail.
84 minutes?
Yeah, because the sheriff explains that a jail overcrowding allowed him to shorten her stay. So yeah, only 84 minutes. If only everybody could be that lucky. And then in March 2009, an arrest warrant is issued for Lohan because of a probation violation. The judge drops the warrant several days later when she decides that Lohan was in full compliance, but the paperwork was not updated. Then in October, a Beverly Hills judge extends Lohan's probation for her drunken driving conviction for a year to give her more time to complete a required alcohol counseling program. In May 2010, Lohan misses a required court hearing in which the judge was determined whether she had been attending weekly alcohol counseling sessions as ordered. And then it's just pretty much jail, judge shit for the next
judge
shit for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
I only looked into it up until 2012 because it's never ending.
Maybe if Uber was around back then, she wouldn't have gotten in so much trouble.
She probably still would have driven.
Yeah, I know. So, okay, so the whole tie into her addiction and just drug and alcohol abuse with this, not to get too real, but I definitely think that this whole theory is so many conspiracy theories. You have to step back and think why are people making up conspiracy theories about this? What about this situation do people want to solve? With the Titanic thing, people want to explain it. They don't like the explanation they're being given, so they're making up new ones. And with this, people just they want an explanation as to why she's having such a hard time.
Well, I think another reason why this whole twin conspiracy started is when the movie first came out, a lot of people believed she did have a twin. I know I believe that. I know tons of other people thought
you just assumed that there was a twin? Okay.
So I guess the conspiracy grew from it just being that...
Just the assumption.
Yeah, that it's really just one person.
Yeah. And people are dumb. So.
That's true.
My point is, you can give people a logical explanation, and they'll still want to believe they're, mystical, magical explanation.
Everybody thought Michelle Tanner was just one person. They just thought she had a really long name. Mary Kate Ashley Olsen.
Did people really think it was one person?
Yeah.
And that was one name?
Yeah, after season 1, they added the "and" in between their names.
Oh, that's so funny.
Everybody thought it was just one person.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a baby, so it needed to have... Well, a toddler.
No, it was a baby.
Well, eventually she became a toddler.
Eventually. That's what happens to everybody.
That's true. Hopefully you get beyond just being a toddler.
Some of us never go past that mentally.
True. So, Lindsey's had a tough ride.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about the I Know Who Killed Me stuff?
Oh, okay. Well, Lindsey really has a knack for picking roles where she plays somebody with, split personalities.
Yeah, 2 characters, basically. Yeah.
So we have Freaky Friday, where her and Jamie Lee Curtis switch bodies. Lindsey is forced to take on the persona of a middle-aged soccer mom, while Jamie Lee Curtis is a totally rad teen in a garage band, who Lindsey played beginning and end of the movie. And then in Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen...
Oh my god, that used to be my jam. Oh my god, I love that movie. I once made a remake of that movie. I filmed a remake of that movie.
Where is this?
I don't know. And obviously, I played Lindsey. When I was a kid, we used to do a lot of, like, movie making. Like, me and my friends. And I was always cast as Lindsey because I was the one with red hair. So, and I loved it because then I got to be the lead.
So you were just typecasted as the ginger?
Yes. Exactly. Okay, sorry.
In the movie, Lindsey plays Lola, a girl who compulsively lies and fabricates stories to make herself interesting after moving from the big city to a small town, where she has to compete for attention. Lola isn't actually her character's real name; it's Mary Elizabeth Sepp. Lola, I've never seen the movie. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Lola is the name she makes up for her new suburban persona as the movie begins. A legend is about to be born. The legend would be me. To add to... Why are you looking at me like that?
Keep
going. To add to Lindsey's multiple personality, there's a play within a play where Mary Elizabeth, Lola, plays the lead Eliza in Eliza Rocks. How many personas does Lilo have in this film? 3. Mary Elizabeth, Lola, and Eliza.
I think it's, Eliza, it's... It's like a rock version of My Fair Lady. That's what it is. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh.
It's like a rock version of My Fair Lady because, that was a cool thing to do back then.
Still no interest.
Well, I didn't think I'd make you interested.
And then in Mean Girls, which is the most famous, and I...
Hate that movie?
No, I fucking love that movie.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Who? Why? No, what? Nobody could ever hate that movie.
I don't hate that movie, but I don't love that movie.
Get out of my blanket for it.
We're literally in my apartment. Asshole. You get out of my blanket for it.
Well, in Mean Girls, the two versions of the character are quite opposed. Caddy is an invisible mathlete who doesn't own a pink t-shirt and doesn't know who Ashton Kutcher is.
And is a homeschooler. Because God forbid.
I mean, homeschools are already really weird, so I guess, like...
I will literally stab you with this pen.
It's the truth.
No, it's not. I'm very weird. Go on.
She has a strict moral compass and an, albeit sometimes naive sense of maturity not found in her peers. However, Mean Caddy has a new closet of miniskirts and hairspray. She is willing to manipulate her friends, steal her friend's boyfriend, and shit on her strongest friendships with Damien and Janice for popularity. And then we get to I Know Who Killed Me, which is actually not a good movie at all.
I heard that they, like... What did they spend, like, $70 million and only got, like, $9 million back?
$12 million, and they only got, like, $7 million back.
Okay,
so it was a flop.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and it was...
Was it terrible?
Yes.
Okay, I've never seen it.
And this is, like, right when her career... Like, this is when her downfall started.
Yeah, this is right when she started having a lot of issues. So this needed to be, like, something, and it wasn't.
But Lindsey plays both Audrey Fleming and Dakota Moss in a convoluted, hot mess of a story where one twin disappears while the other experiences all the crazy things that are happening to the other twin's body.
It's like a thriller, right?
Yeah.
It's
so
scary.
so like in one part, her twin sister's fingers are cut off, and then Lindsay's just fall off.
They just fall off? It should just be like she feels a tingling. They shouldn't just fall off. Okay, now I want to see this movie.
She also plays a stripper.
Yeah, I heard. Are they both strippers?
I think it's just her sister, her twin sister.
Okay.
I haven't seen this movie. It's so bad. Nobody watch it.
Now I want to watch it.
But yeah, that's
So she definitely has a thing for playing split personalities.
Could it be because she was once a twin and she's trying to have her dead sister still live by her playing two parts?
It could be, but probably not. Because there is next to no evidence. No, I would go as far as to say there's no evidence that she has a dead twin.
Well, let me prove you wrong.
Give me some receipts, boy. Give them.
All right, let me pull out my checkbook. That's where I keep all my receipts because I write them all down. I don't know. But anyway, somebody out there on the interwebs put a photo of Haley and Annie's photos side by side.
This is like John Bonet, Katy Perry all over again.
It's
still bullshit.
They put the photos of both twins in the movie side by side, and you can see the difference in the alignment. One twin has a round face, and one has a clearly longer face.
I think it's literally because one of them is closer to the camera, so one of them's face is appearing larger.
That's actually...
And they didn't account for the size difference.
That's exactly what it is,
yeah.
too.
And then I saw that page. And then he went on to compare different photos of Lindsey throughout the years. But his claim was that the twin is still alive.
Her name's Lydia, and she's in England right now.
No. And he also went as far as to say which twin he thought was hotter. The party one or the one who had it together.
Twin number 2. No, it was twin number 1. He wasn't the party twin. I don't know.
I really don't care. Basically, I think it really was just like weight changes. Like her face, in some she was skinnier, and some she gained. It's pretty easily explained. And also her teeth. He was talking about how basically it seems like she had her teeth done at some point because, you know, when you're a drug addict, your teeth get fucked up.
Yeah.
And there you go. No proof.
Did he say anything about the cream that she puts on her face to hide all her freckles? Because I remember that was a big thing when she started rising to fame. People were like, there was a backlash because she hid her freckles.
Her freckles.
Yeah, she wasn't embracing her gingerism, I guess.
I don't think that's true. Also, it's really hard to wear makeup and not cover your freckles unless you want her to draw them back on. Like, because if you're applying foundation, it's gonna cover it up. Unless she has, like, perfect skin.
Not anymore.
That's true. Drugs are hard on the skin. So, there are some more recent conspiracies with Lindsey.
Well, no. Well, let's backtrack, because I know what you're about to talk about. But we never talked about how she actually had a body double in Parent Trap.
Well, yeah.
Who... I feel like we should say something about her.
Okay, that's fine.
Her name is Erin Mackey. She was also born the same year as Lohan. And she actually went on to play Glinda in Broadway's Wicked.
Yeah, so basically, even when you're doing, like, a split screen and Lindsey's playing both parts, there are times where, like, she hugs the other twin. So there has to be someone, and, like, it'll be, like, Lindsey's facing the camera, the other one's facing the way, so you just see the back of her head.
Because I saw a big thing on message boards when I was doing research. People were just like, how could she hug herself? They don't have technology for that in 1998.
So dumb. They did it. They literally did it in 1961. I think they can manage it. Oh my god, people are the worst.
Oy. Motherfuckers.
Yep, motherfuckers.
Did you know that she also had a half-sister from her father's side who supposedly tried to get plastic surgery to look more like Lindsey?
I didn't know about the plastic surgery.
And, like, her dad told her that she was just, like, fame-hungry.
But they have a really messed up... Their family's really sad. Yeah. Their whole situation.
And then supposedly her 3 younger siblings were, like, pushing to stardom as well.
Well, it doesn't surprise me with these parents.
I mean, like I said at the very beginning, Deanna, whatever the fuck
Dina?
your name is.
Dina.
Yeah, Dina, it's Dina. Dina was just your typical stage mom.
Did you watch the Lindsey Lohan Oprah
I saw
documentary?
clips from it.
It was fucking sad, because it was supposed to be like... Lindsey gets her life together and we document it, and it was kind of the opposite.
I mean, didn't the show end with her having a miscarriage? That's what I read.
And like she wouldn't show up for filming. I think part of it was because she was having a miscarriage.
Like I knew Oprah was like livid.
Yeah, she was
her.
pissed because the point of the project was we're going to document Lindsey getting her life together, and she just wasn't there yet emotionally, I guess. Yeah, it was just sad. And then there was another part where she was like moving in the documentary. Yes, because I've seen all of it. She was moving in the documentary, and there were these boxes, and the movers found notebooks from rehab, and one of the rehab exercises was to make a list of everyone you had sex with.
Oh, I heard about this and it was leaked online.
Yes, the movers like took pictures of it and leaked them, and this happened during the moving,
I didn't know that.
and it was so messed up. Oh yeah, they like went through her stuff. It's really sad.
I remember in the height of like, well, 2007 was like a huge year for
Meltdowns.
That and paparazzi and like the rise of like Perez Hilton and TMZ.
Yeah, true.
As we talked about in the Britney Spears episode.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I remember this clip on TMZ where somebody yelled that she had a stinky vagina. Like somebody that she said she had. I don't even know why this even came to mind. I always think about that when I think of Lindsey Lohan.
I thought they yelled at her that she had like a fire crotch or something like that.
It was that, and that it was I don't.
It's
know.
just dumb. It was just mean. Like, don't pick on people in general, but especially don't pick on people who are like struggling with addiction.
Be nice to one another.
Yeah, be nice to people.
Jesus.
You look grumpy about it. So the newest Lindsey conspiracy.
Yes.
Are we ready to talk about this a little bit?
Yes.
This is actually like currently unfolding. Basically, so Lindsey has seemingly gotten her life together. She seems like she's sober. She recently had some drama with like she was engaged to this Russian guy who was like
I didn't know about that.
physically abusing her. And there's even, like, a paparazzi video of him...
Really?
Yes, of him like, beating her up. There's a video of it.
I mean, the latest I've heard from Lindsey, she owns a nightclub now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be... It's, like, a sober nightclub or something.
I just
okay.
know there's a nightclub. That's...
Yeah. I think isn't it in Turkey? Okay.
What? I didn't know...
It's not in the U.S.
I'm flabbergasted. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know about this conspiracy until you texted me last night, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is new.
It's kind of weird. So she has broken up with the abusive fiancé, and now she's just been seemingly getting involved with a lot of, like Angelina Jolie kind of stuff. Like, people were saying, like, is she the next Angelina Jolie? She's getting involved in a lot of, like, world affairs. And she seems to have some sort of ties to Turkey. So she's been spending a lot of time with, like, Syrian refugees, and she'll, like, visit them in the hospitals, and you know, it seems really nice, and really, she's, you know, doing good things. But she's also been using this hashtag that says, it's the hashtag, the world is bigger than 5.
Now, what does this mean?
Well, it's a saying that is favored by the Turkish government. And it's basically saying that the UN's idea that, like, of the 5 most, like, influential countries... Oh, shit, let me try to remember. America, the UK, Russia, China, and I think Japan? If I got those right,
United States, United Kingdom, France, China, Russia.
Okay, so I said Japan instead of France. I was close, though. I'm proud of myself. So the UN considers those, like, the 5 most influential countries that have, like, the most power, and basically their needs are the most important, you know, because military size and all that. Well, Turkey doesn't like that they're not one of those countries. So it kind of seems like Lindsey has some sort of deal, or at least in some form is representing Turkey's desires by using this phrase, the world is bigger than 5. So some people say, like, oh, is the Turkish government paying her? Does she have some, like, billionaire Turkish boyfriend? I guess people are assuming that because she was engaged to, like, the Russian guy was, like, a Russian mobster, and he was, like, a billionaire. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well, like, his dad was a mobster, which, you know, if your dad's a mobster, you're a mobster. So, or maybe she just really agrees with it. And another weird thing that's been going on is that she suddenly has an accent.
But a really weird accent at that.
It's weird. So, Lindsey is American. I mean, she was born in New York. She grew up here. She speaks English and French fluently. She understands Russian.
And she's learning Turkish, Italian, and Arabic.
Yeah. So there is, you know, maybe she's just... I mean, she does a lot of traveling. She's just around a lot of other languages. But it's just kind of weird how it was just like a couple weeks ago, this video came out where she was speaking and she had an accent, just like seemingly out of nowhere.
But it was like a few different accents all combined.
Yeah, that was the weirdest part. So, I don't know. This conspiracy I actually kind of see as possible. I feel like there's...
What?
I know. I mean, just basically that she's somehow connected to the Turkish government.
I mean, it's all connected.
Yeah, it is all connected. So, you know, I see that one as seemingly... It's not as exciting as a dead twin, but it's
more believable.
Yeah,
than a
there are
dead
actual
twin.
receipts. Alex doesn't need to go get his checkbook.
Unless she ate it in the fetus. Not in the
Excuse
fetus.
me?
Not in the, when in the womb. Did she eat her twin? I don't know. I don't know where I was going
That
with
was
that.
weird. So, do you have anything more about Lindsey you'd like to add?
Oh, one thing.
Yeah.
So, I feel like something to give Disney a reason to kill the other twin.
Oh, okay.
After The Parent Trap came out, it was said that Lohan, after The Parent Trap came out, Lohan received unanimous acclaim for her debut performance. Critic Kenneth Turin called Lohan the soul of this film as much as Hayley Mills was of the original, going on to say that she's more adept than her predecessor at creating two distinct personalities.
Her predecessor being Hayley Mills,
Yes.
the other actress that did in the 61. Okay.
So, what if Lindsay did so well that they killed Kelsey, and then they...
But he's saying this under the idea that it's one actress.
Well, maybe Disney saw that Lindsay did a great job and that she was the more powerful twin, so they put Kelsey in a car that was a lemon and died.
Was a lemon?
Yeah, like cars that don't really work that well.
I've never heard that term before.
Oh, well, you're homeschooled, so I'll give you that.
Shut up, that's not related at all.
Be more in touch with the
Oh,
world.
God. So no, there's really no evidence for
None.
this.
None at
There's
all.
nothing. Yeah.
But the world is bigger than 5.
You working for the Turkish government now, Alex? What paycheck you get? Now I want to see.
We
got to
pay for this blanket fort somehow.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah, that's Lohan for you.
Okay. Well, I think we can put this in a box and file it away as conspiracy theories that have no reason. No, there's no backing for this conspiracy theory.
But I want to give it a shout out to who recommended this.
Yeah, we had a listener tweet at us. Do you want to tell us who that was?
Yeah, Maggie Ruffing97. She said, Paranoid Dispo, you guys should do the Lindsay Lohan twin sister conspiracy theory. Interesting stuff. Keep up the awesome work. And they should, raise hands.
And thank you, Maggie, so much for tweeting at us. And if any of our listeners have any recommendations, you can definitely tweet at us.
At Paranoid Dispo.
At Paranoid Dispo.
And we also have something new.
We do have something new.
So if you have something to say, or you want to be heard, have any messages...
Need some free therapy?
Yeah, you can actually call us.
You can call us. We have a line now.
The Paranoid Disposition listener line. The number is 540-300-6199.
And yeah, feel free to call us, leave us a message, recommendations, anything.
And
let us know your thoughts.
If you're lucky enough, we might put you on the air.
We might. And of course, you can follow us on Facebook, Paranoid Disposition, and same on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Chronically Enchanted.
Hi, I'm Alex Smith.
And this was Paranoid Disposition. Keep an open mind.
But don't be an idiot. And to our listeners in the Netherlands, Varel.
Farewell.
Wait. Yeah, Farewell.
What's up, guys?
All right, bye.
Bye.